Hamid Adam Musa is a Sudanese repentant sorcerer who worked with 286 jinn. After he left the world of sorcery, he did some interviews and talked in details about what he dealt with and done when he was a qutb. Learning magic and becoming a sorcerer was never his goal or dream. His goal was to get out of his village in order to learn the Quran and be one of God's righteous guardians. At that time, he was too young, only 9 years old, and could not distinguish between a guardian and a sorcerer, or the good and the evil. Hamid went to many different places in Sudan and outside Sudan, and he met many shaykh. Those shaykh that taught him tricked their students into believing that they would become saints and meet God and the Prophet. They used to make him read the Quran and insert names and words that are not included in the Quran. When the students questioned the meaning of these words, the shaykh would answer that those words are Syriac names, the names of the little angels that God created to harness them in the service of God's righteous guardians. Hamid said that in his beginnings a sheikh ordered him to stay in a room alone for 40 days without speaking to anyone and being completely unclothed. During that period he must drink water and eat 3 dates a day. And he must choose a verse to repeat it upside down throughout his stay. And he was told that on the last day of his stay a subjugated king would come to him. And indeed all what he was told to happen happened. He did exactly what he was told to do. On the last day one of the kings of the jinn called Sushubi came and told him that he was his servant. That day marked his entrance to the world of magic and sorcery. It had become very popular among Sufis. One day a qutb, also known as the pole, the one person in every era who forms the focus of Allah's supervision of the world, came to him and informed him that he had good news for him from God Almighty. The good news was that God has forgiven Hamid of his sins, and that he became one of the righteous guardians of God, and he had moved from slavery to freedom. Hamid Adam became one of the 4 poles, aka 4 qutb. And that won his biggest wish. But before his wish came true he had to sacrifice to someone other than God, takes the Quran and buried it in the toilet, stop fasting Ramadan, stop praying Asr prayer, and pray the rest of the obligatory prayers without ablution. Hamid was taught by the sheikh a prayer with some hands movements to summon the jinn that served him and fulfilled all his requests. And they also asked him to write some verses with the blood of the offering that he offers, and to bury the Quran in dirty places such as toilets, but according to Adam, he refused to do that. But he accepted the condition of not to fast during Ramadan, and he did it for 3 days. After living this life for about 17 years, something that had changed his life forever happened. Hamid said that one day a person came to him and told him that he loves a girl and that wants to marry her within 2 days. If he does not marry her, he will end his life. So, Hamid Adam asked for the girl's and her mother's names, and for a picture of her, and just go and consider what he is asking for is done and the girl is his. He did some magic spells to make the girl marry that boy who came to him. The next morning Hamid witnessed something shocking. He saw the girl and her mother running behind that guy completely naked. After the incident the father of that girl, who happened to be one of Hamid's friends, came to him asking for help, not knowing that Hamid was the one who caused that. That was his wake-up call to stop what he was doing. On that day he decided to leave the life of magic and sorcery. But it wouldn't be that easy. He was warned by the jinn they would hurt him if he left them. That warning does not stop him from leaving that world. He repented and found his way back to God.